Hey guys, this is What If. I don't normally ever really like to do these sort of videos where I kind of talk about my feelings for like NASCAR Heat 2 or 3 like on the fly before stuff comes out, because normally I always want to try to wait until either when the game comes out or some news comes out. I want to try to do that this year, and I was going to wait till July 7th before talking about anything, but um, I guess I just have to kind of voice my concerns like in this moment just to let you know what I'm feeling. So, from what I've been hearing from Ed Martin's Twitter and a video from Disco Inferno, as well as I believe the YouTube username was Colin Hudson, I just want to kind of just give my thoughts on this because pretty much from what I'm hearing and looking at Ed Martin's Twitter as well, um, from it seems and sounds like that the new series that they're going to be adding is the K&N series, which shouldn't be a big shock because they already had like drivers like Hailie Deegan and some NASCAR Next drivers that were in K&N and Heat 2. But from what I'm seeing and hearing is a lot of more real life action, cutscenes, a lot of things like that, and it's very concerning to me because this is like the first little bit we're hearing, and it's not really about the career mode or anything being improved. It's just more stuff being added onto it, and that's not what I want to hear. It's very concerning because this is very similar to what Heat 2 did. Heat 2 with the announcement was just, oh, new series, new cars, new tracks, and this already right out the gate before we even get any official trailer or anything sounds more the same sort of thing, and that's not good. Again, with Heat 2, they spent so much of their time getting licensing for the trucks and Xfinity and the tracks and whatnot that they barely had time to do anything else for the real game itself. They didn't know what to do with the actual real life money when you win it. Like, granted, it's just one series. If it's just one series and just the tracks, that's that's less time licensing stuff compared to two series to one, but still that time could be spent to fixing and polishing the game and adding and tweaking elements that everybody has been mentioning. I've mentioned it, Disco Inferno's mentioned it, Real Radman's mentioned it. Like, it just baffles me that they would think, hey, let's add more things to the game and stuff. Like, if I was working at 704, the first thing I would be thinking of is, okay, first we gotta, we have the 3 series, we have Trucks, Xfinity, and Cup. Let's tweak and polish the elements that we've had, the complaints we've had about the grassy ice, the driving model, the tire model, better presentation, R&D for stuff, just, more career stats, just different things to add things to it, adding more to the HUD layout, like track map and other things like that. I know people are like, oh my god, like people have an aneurysm about it, but I'm just saying, like, if there's a HUD option to switch things on or off, that's all you need. It's not a not a world record breaking feature to add. I mean, NASCAR 15 added, but just polishing the game from what you have, it goes a long ways. And to see and hearing just, oh, we're gonna add more live action stuff, we're gonna add another series. Like, the one thing I didn't like about Heat 2 was the live action stuff. I remember going back in Heat 2 and editing the videos where I was leaving in the live action like cuts. It was like 3 seconds. It just added nothing. A lot of the lines were reused and some of the acting wasn't good. And even if Heat 3 fixes those issues where, like, the scripts they're giving the drivers are better and the clips are longer, it doesn't add anything more to it. It's just like artificial adding, like even if the other thing too is, like, how is the actors gonna be, how are the drivers gonna be? These drivers went to NASCAR to be drivers, not actors. So Hailie Deegan may be the most awesome chill person ever, but how is she gonna be delivering these lines? It could just be like Brad Keselowski in the last game, where it's really just hokey. So it could just be another just Heat 2 mess, but more of that, and I don't like hearing that. It's very concerning, and I know Ed Martin said in a tweet, "Oh, we're gonna make career mode deeper and whatnot," but they've said that for every game, so I'm not gonna take his word for it 100%. It might be true. I could be wrong. It might be true, but from just hearing that this is like what we're getting, and it's just not a good sign to hear that they're adding more stuff to it and whatnot. I'm just very concerned, because I've been the biggest advocate for, despite everything I've said about Heat 2, I do think it's a step in the right direction. I want to give these guys credit and props, and they did make leaps and bounds from Heat Evolution. I mean, I don't know if that's saying much, because the bar was set so low, but they at least improved, and that's something. But hearing this for Heat 3 is very concerning in what their mindset and their process is. And I know there was tweets about from Ed Martin saying, "Oh, it took EA and proprietors years and years to, get their games good and whatnot." But I don't think people at this point, their standards are genuinely high. But I don't think it's unrealistically high. A lot of these things people have been mentioning, including myself, isn't revolutionary things. It's not, breaking the boundaries for what to be in the game. We're just kind of asking for stuff that was in games 15 years ago and whatnot. Like, we're not asking for face scanning. We're not asking for like live action. No, not live action. Like animated full blown movie. DreamWorks cutscenes and stuff of high proportions and insane revolutionary graphics. Like, we're not asking for that. Okay, maybe some people are asking for better graphics. Okay, but we're just kind of asking for kind of the simple things that have been in games prior and whatnot. And I think at this point we understand the budget isn't big, but when it comes to imagination and creativity, that is like the sky's limits. People in movies have worked with small budgets and created amazing films. Do I need to list them? Rocky, Evil Dead, the first one, etc., etc. It goes on and on. Like, I don't know. It's just very concerning to hear that, like, that's the thing they're talking about first and foremost, is another series and all that. So I just hope when then this trailer comes out, it's just not all going to be about the new series, the new next big thing. Because, sure, in the short run, that's awesome. But in the long run, it's just going to be another Heat 2 where there's these new things, but after a certain point in the career mode, it gets kind of monotonous because it's just more the same in a different series and everything. So it's just concerning, because it seems like it just does not bode very well with me just hearing this. Like, yeah, it's great and all, but it seems like they're trying to push away those problems everybody keeps talking about, and they're just like, okay, here's more. Here, we're going to give you more, but not fixing the pre-established things, So that's just my 2 cents on it. I'm just very concerned. And I guess at this point, because I've been around the block. I got 2011 Inside Line 14 and 15, the day they came out, and seeing the forums, seeing people defending the games for it's their first game, it's their second game. Just the constant defending, and just not just being a realist and just opening your eyes and seeing, hey, that may not look good. Again, this is, I don't know, it's just more the same that I've seen from back in the day, and it's never gonna change. It's never gonna. I'm trying, but it just doesn't stop. People will defend shit, and well, I'm not saying this is shit, but people will defend bad things. People will excuse everything, and for people that actually give genuine, legitimate criticism, they will just completely just disregard that and saying, oh, you're hating, and they will not even rebuttal the points you give. It's dumb, it's stupid, it's childish, and it's just the same old thing, and I feel like that might be the case here. I don't know, but that's just what going off into a different tangent, but that's what I feel for this at the moment. I'm just very concerned about it because, I mean, I play the shit out of Heat 2 as is, so it has to at least be somewhat enjoyable to some degree. But I just wish, I just want them to, to improve and do better, and I want the best for them, despite everything I've said. Okay, maybe not Heat Evolution, but Heat 2 definitely proved me wrong in that, they were going at least in the right direction. And I want that to be the same for Heat 3, and hearing this news concerns me that they're not going to deliver, and I'm just worried about that. So, I mean, I could be wrong, could be completely wrong, and if I'm wrong, I'll be like, yeah, I was wrong. I don't want people saying, oh, watch you be wrong, and it's like, if so, but it just doesn't leave a good feeling in me hearing like all this stuff at the moment. So I'm hoping, I'm wrong. So that's my 2 cents on everything so far, and we'll see what goes from there. Or just let me know in the comments what you think. Are you in the same boat with me? Are you just not worried about it? Are you very, optimistic? I don't know, but that's what I'm thinking in the moment. We'll see what happens when the trailer pops out or whatever announcement they give on the 7th July. So, which is on a Saturday too, I think. I'm gonna check my calendar here. I'm pretty sure that's a Saturday. Yeah, it's a Saturday, so maybe. I don't know. Yeah, it is. What am I doing? So yeah, I'll see you all in another video and see what comes out. But I just had to kind of give my thoughts because I'm just concerned. That's all. I'm just concerned. And the whole thing with them, I remember Edmard saying that it took EA and Papyrus years to get their games good and whatnot, but I don't think fans, at least at this point, are going to be waiting, or going to want to wait around another 9 years or 8 years to get that good game. A lot of I just don't think it's a very realistic expectation. If that's the case, where I'm gonna have to wait another 7 to 8 years or 6 years or whatever years it may take, I mean, by that point, I mean, I don't know how many people are gonna be wanting to buy the game at that point. Heat 3 seems to be like the last strike for some people, and it won't be the case for me, but I'm just saying, like, from a long-term perspective, I don't know, like, NASCAR is dwindling, the popularity's going down, the ratings have gone down, the coverage has been crap. It's for real life NASCAR and video games, it's literally do or die time for delivering the best product you can for both NASCAR and video games. So that's the thing. Like, it was a different era then. The ratings, it was comparing 94 to 2003, 2002 to now. That's a whole different ball game in terms of the series and how much has changed since then. And even in video games, where that was 4G, how 94, what, PS1, PS2, God, the 360, now this one. So 4 console generations ago. So I don't know. I'm just on the fence. I don't want to ramble on anymore, but that's just what I think. I'll see you all later. Let me know what you all think, and I'll see you all later, and have a good day, everyone.